Now we want to see how can we create bar plots in R. So for that, we first need the dataset. Say for example, we have this dataset, which is a dataset of 190 football fans, and these football fans were asked what is their English Premier League or what's their favorite English Premier League team. And these the set of results. And if you run this, so now in order to create a simple bar plot, we're gonna use a barplot function and say EPL, we pass in our dataset. So if we can observe from, there is a separate window for demonstration. Okay, you can go ahead and view this in your plot tab. Okay, so we can observe here that the names of the bars are the same as in the dataset. So we want to see how can we have our own names, how can we add colors, the legends, and so on. So let's get started. So the first step that we want to do is we want to explicitly change the names for each bar. And in order to do that, we are going to use names.arg argument. Okay, so this argument allows us to explicitly add or change names for each bar. Okay, or also it can be a group of bars, and then we can pass in a vector. Say for example, we're gonna say team 1. We're gonna say team 1, and then up until we reach team 6. We can use this names.arg argument in order to change the names of each bar. We pass in the dataset. So let's run this and see. So if you run this and you come here and you observe, you can observe that we have changed the names in each bar. So we have explicitly changed the names in each bar by using names.arg argument. Okay, so now let's see how can we color the bars. So in order to do that, I'm going to use the color argument. Okay, so and say for example, let's make these bars to be, let's say, light blue. If you run this, so what you observe if we use the color argument is that this will change the colors used for the bars. So the color that we pass in the color argument will change the color of every bar that is in this bar plot. But what if we wanted to change the colors of individual bars? So if we want to change the color of individual bars, we can pass in a vector of colors to the color argument. So say for example, we have this vector. So I went ahead and I've created this vector of colors. Okay, so this vector, we have this vector of colors. You can see red 1, red, light blue, and so on. So if you run this, and then say for example, now we want to pass in this vector into this function. So we come here and say EPL underscore teams, and then come and say color will be, now we pass in colors. So what will this do is that it will color or to change the color of the individual bars. So if we run this, you observed here that we have changed the color of each bar based on this vector. We can also change the border color. Okay, so say for example, we come in here and say border, and then we say for example, we change a border to, let's say border blue 3, and if you run this, you observe that we have changed the border color in each of these bars. So this is an example of how you can change the color of each bar, of individual bar, and how you can also change the border color.